Hey there, future Tennesseans. So you're thinking about making a big change, aren't you? Swapping out the sunny coast of California for the southern hospitality and green grass right here in Tennessee. Well, I don't know if you knew this, but there are quite a few people that have already made this move. And guess what? They learned some things along the way. They learned some things that you might want to know before you make the move. Things such as cultural quirks, unexpected laws and taxes, and secrets to fitting in and thriving in a new environment, just to name a few. So that's why I asked a group of Californians that had already made the move here to Tennessee what they wished that they knew before they did it. And in today's video, I'm going to go over 17 things that they told me that they wish they knew so that you can be more prepared and ready for what you are in store for. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but number 17 is an absolute game changer, and it's something you really need to know. So make sure you stick around to the end and don't miss it. All right, y'all, let's get saddled up because it is fixing to get spicy up in here. Yeehaw! Number 1. All right, amigos, listen up. You might have a taco-shaped hole in your heart, and I hate to break this news to you, but the Mexican food scene here, well, let's just say it's a little bit like searching for a needle in a haystack. The overall consensus is that the Mexican food here in Tennessee just doesn't hold up to what you've got out there in California. Number 2. What was the name of that song by Milli Vanilli? Was it Blame It on the Rain? Yeah, that's it. Well, we kind of get a lot of that rain stuff here in Tennessee, and you are going to be blaming your drenched clothes and your drenched hair on that rain if you don't get yourself an umbrella. Think of it as your new BFF. Seriously, you might even want to name your umbrella. Guys, you are going to want to keep an umbrella in your car with you at all times, because you never know when it's going to come down pouring and you're going to get stuck in a rainstorm. Number 3, are you thinking about moving over the winter months? Well, you might think twice about that, partner. Tennessee weather can be a little unpredictable, especially in the winter. While we don't get a lot of snow, we do occasionally get snow, and it's just not worth it for you to try to move into your new home in January, February, and maybe the first couple weeks in March. The temperatures are cold, the weather is wet, the holidays are behind us. It's just gloomy, and it's not the best time for you to transition from California here to Tennessee. Number 4, what was the biggest regret that most people had that made the move here to Tennessee? You guessed it. They wished they had done it sooner. So stop procrastinating. Start putting together a plan and put it into action. Don't wait, you're going to regret it. Number 5. You've heard of that saying, like a deer in headlights, right? Well, when you're living out here in the country, make sure you keep your eyes open for deer on those back roads. It's not uncommon for 1, 2, or 3 deer to just run across the road without even looking. And the last thing you want to do is hit one of those. They can cause some major damage to your vehicle and possibly cause you to get into an accident. Number 6, are you hoping to buy a fixer-upper here in Tennessee and hire a contractor to do the work? Well, you might think twice about that plan. Not only is it hard to find a good, trustworthy, and reliable contractor here in Tennessee, but once you find a good one, they're normally booked up for quite a while. Honestly, it can be very, very frustrating finding and booking a good contractor. If you think you're going to need somebody like a contractor or a handyman when you get here, you need to start hunting for one long before you actually get here. It's not as easy to find one as you might think. Number 7, bugs, bugs, and more bugs. California might have sand and surf, but here in Tennessee, we have bugs. We have all sorts of bugs that you have probably never seen or heard of. Some are not so bad, such as fireflies, but others can be quite annoying, like cicadas. You'll quickly get used to it, but just know bugs are definitely a thing here in Tennessee. You might as well stop bugging out about it and learn to love the little guys. Number 8, there are going to be a lot of moving companies out there that are going to promise you the stars, and a large percentage of them will not deliver. Do your research and do not trust any movers that haven't been referred to you from a very good source. There are a handful of good ones out there, but if you can't get them, you are better off doing it yourself or using pods to make the move. In fact, you should probably check out my other video that's titled 7 Moving Tips That You Need to Know Before Moving to Tennessee. There are some really great tips in that video that were given to me from Californians that already made the move, so it's worth you checking out when you get the time. Number 9. So you're coming to Tennessee for some good old-fashioned Southern hospitality, right? Well, just remember that a lot of people have moved here from other states over the years, and you might not get that Southern hospitality that you are expecting from everyone. It's still going to be far better from California, but just know not everyone is going to roll out the red carpet and offer you a glass of sweet tea when you get here. Number 10, this one's a pro tip. Get rid of that California license plate ASAP. Quite a few Californians have made the move here over the last couple of years, and there is a very small group of people out there that might not be as welcoming to you, especially when they are hidden behind the wheel of their car. It's best that you just ditch those California plates ASAP so you aren't driving around town advertising where you came from. Number 11. If you don't happen to be one of the lucky ones that gets to keep your current job and work remotely here in Tennessee, just know that you probably won't make as much money here in Tennessee as you would out there in California. Now, the good thing is your overall cost of living should be less here and your quality of life should be better, so you'll probably be able to make it work. But I just want you to be aware you might make less money here in Tennessee. Number 12, when it comes to schools, don't just trust someone's word or a school rating site. You really need to dig in and research schools yourself, because some of the higher rated ones won't be as good as you think, and some of the lower rated ones will actually be better than you might think. So you really need to put on your Sherlock Holmes hat and just start digging in and do the research yourself. In fact, I actually made a video about that very subject. Do a search, how to find the best schools in Tennessee, and you will find it. All right, number 13. Most of you are moving here so you can put California behind you, right? And you want to blend in with the culture here in Tennessee, right? So I want you to remember this golden rule. Thou shalt not wear flip-flops to church. It's kind of like bringing a surfboard to a square dance. They just don't go together. No flip-flops at church, guys. Number 14. Is football important here in Tennessee? Let me tell you, it's more than important. It's a way of life. Whether it's the Tennessee Titans or the Vols, be prepared to do some tailgating and some grilling out with your friends and your neighbors when you get here to Tennessee. Football is so important here, so just go ahead, go start buying your Vols and your Titans gear and just get ready for football season. It's right around the corner and you are going to love it. Number 15. Are you still scratching your head wondering how you're going to fit all your stuff into a moving truck so you can get it here to Tennessee? Well, here's a pro tip from people that have already done it. Just sell and give away as much as you can and start fresh here in Tennessee. A great example would be your mattresses. Mattresses take up a ton of space. Nowadays, you can get on Amazon and order a really amazing mattress for about $300. You can get those shipped right to your front door right when you get here to Tennessee. Number 16. If you are even thinking about moving, you need to start looking for a good real estate agent ASAP. Maybe someone like myself, for example. You want to find someone that you can connect with and that has a proven track record of helping people like yourself move from out of state. While I would hope you would reach out to me at workwithmatt.com, I also understand there are tons of different options out there. So just do your research, find yourself a good real estate agent ASAP. All right, guys, here is number 17. I promised you guys this is going to be a good one, and this is probably something you didn't know. Here in Tennessee, you will be charged sales tax on groceries. This will actually make groceries possibly be more expensive than you are used to paying in California. I know that's a bummer, but it's something that you guys really need to be aware of. All right, guys, so there you have it. 17 things that Californians wished they knew before moving here to Tennessee.